I don't play a lot of arena skirmish battle games because most of them take a long time and I don't have that much patience. But if you told me there was an arena battle game that took place in less than an hour, I would be like, really? What's the game? And then first me would be like, well, I was about to say what the game is, that's what this video is about. And then second me, he's like, no, but you haven't, what is the game called? I'd like to know the game. I want to play a skirmish battle game in under an hour. And then first me is like, well, stop interrupting. I feel like you're interrupting. I was about to say the name. And then second me, he's like, you still haven't said the name. Can you please say the name? And then first me is like, I'm getting very upset with you. I'm about to say the name. And then second me is like, no, now. And then first me is like, it's Mantle of the Keeper. Okay, are you happy? The game is Mantle of the Keeper. This is an arena skirmish game. You can play in under an hour. It's Mantle of the Keeper. It comes to Kickstarter soon. There. They've done some cool world building in the game, put some lore behind it. You know, the universe is divided into a bunch of realms, and each realm has a keeper, and that keeper's job is to protect the realm and keep it safe. But sadly, your realm, Vale, the keeper just died, and now you are competing to be the new keeper of Vale. Ooh, yeah, there's stakes. But how does the game play? In the setup of the game, each player chooses one tile to add to the board, and the tiles are double-sided and come with different obstacles, so it's going to change the way the arena feels each time you play. Then each player will also choose a hazard token to add anywhere to the board, and different types of hazard tokens have different abilities. You know, some let you move an extra space if you pass over it. Some do a damage if you pass over it. Next, each player chooses a hero, and each hero has its own backstory and fighting style. Each hero also has its own deck of cards that they use throughout the game. I do want to note right now that I do have a prototype of Mantle of the Keeper. In the game, you will be moving around the board and fighting other players. You do that by playing cards out of your hand. Cards have attack values and defense values, and some of them even have special abilities that they can get you. You can use favor throughout the game to unlock other cool special abilities or do other cool things. Last person standing wins the game. There are a few things I really like about this game. One is the replayability. They've done a really good job adding variability into the setup of the game that will make subsequent plays feel very different. You know, the modular board goes out differently every time. You add hazard tokens to the board, and you can choose which types of hazard tokens you use. Everybody gets to put a different hazard token on. So that's going to change the way you move around the board every time you play it. I also really like the asymmetric nature of the characters in the game. Each character has its own specific deck of cards, and each character is going to be good at different things and bad at different things. So each time you can play as a different character, and it's going to provide new challenges. Every time you play as a new character, you're going to play the game way differently. The last thing I like is kind of what I mentioned earlier, is that this game is a battle arena skirmish game that you can kind of teach to anybody and play within an hour. It's easy to grasp. You know, the combat system is simple. I play a number of cards, you play a number of cards, we compare attack and defense values. Who has more? That person wins. You can play this game with casual gamers. You can play this game with your dad. You know, you can't beat your dad at basketball. For some reason, he's an incredible shooter, and he never taught you how to shoot a basketball, and so you can't beat him at basketball, even though you try really hard. But you can beat him at this game. You can beat your dad at Mantle of the Keeper.